Hi, I'm Jen Broyles, and in this video, I'm going to share with you two key elements that when you combine them, they create manifestation magic. And I was just sharing this concept in a colleague's Facebook group, and I realized, gosh, I need to create a video for all of you as well. And so there's two key elements that when you are living and embodying these two things, your ability to consciously manifest and consciously create what you want in your life is going to skyrocket. And these two elements are clarity and alignment. Clarity and alignment. So let's talk about each one individually. So the first one is clarity. And I've done some videos on this before. Clarify your vision. What do you want? Get clear on what you want. And so that's it. The more clear you can be, the greater and easier, I would say, it is to bring that into your reality rather than being real like general or unsure of what you want or kind of hazy about what it is or feeling confused. Like that's not a state that's going to create what it is that you desire. So the more clear you can be, the better. And I also want to say one thing about clarity. There are times where you may not know exactly what it is that you want. I've certainly been there. And this is for another video, but there are specific manifestors and non-specific manifestors. If you're familiar with human design, I'm a non-specific manifester. So I don't need to have like ultra clear, like an ultra clear picture of what I want. What I do get to have, and what I would invite you to, is have clarity around what it is you're creating and how it's going to feel. How do you want to feel? Okay, so I've talked about this in other videos too. Like feeling is the key, feeling is the secret. So it's less about thinking about it, it's less about even like being able to picture it super clearly in your mind. You know, even if you can't visualize very well, that's totally okay. It's more about how you want to feel. So let's say, for example, and I'll give you the example of me manifesting my home. So let's use that as an example. Let's say you are looking for a new home and you have an idea of where you want it to be in terms of location. Maybe you have an idea of what you want it to look like. So really, like the more clear you can get around that stuff, the better. So, you know, what does the house look like? Where is it located? You know, what does the kitchen look like? Is there a backyard? How big is the house? How many rooms? And just really thinking about specifics of what does it look like. Now, do you need to know the paint color in the living room or the exact address or, you know, like does it have a fence in the backyard or does it have a pool? I mean, maybe a pool is important to you, so you definitely do visualize and have clarity around that. But it doesn't have to be like super, super particular. But even more importantly, how will it feel? How will it feel when you're in your home? How will it feel? Imagine what you'll be doing in your home. Are you going to be cooking in your nice big kitchen? Are you going to be hosting events? You know, are you like, what is your bedroom going to feel like? How's it going to feel to sleep in your bed in your brand new bedroom? What's your view outside your window? Like some of those experiences, start to imagine what it's going to feel like to be in your new home. And that's ultimately what I did when I manifested my home is I spent a few months like journaling and imagining what I wanted my next home to look like. Even when I at that time thought it was so out of reach, like there was no way that I was going to be in a home like this anytime soon. And I would journal about the big expansive kitchen that it had where I could cook delicious meals and the big backyard with a gorgeous view. Like I would journal about that time and time again and just visualize it and feel it, like really feel myself in that space. And then a few months later, I'm in that home. And it happened in a way that I could never have possibly come up with myself. So it wasn't about how it's going to happen, but I literally felt myself in that home. And now I'm in it. And so that's having clarity. I didn't know where that home was. I knew it was near a beach. I didn't know where the home was. I didn't know what kind of neighborhood it was in. I didn't know how big the home was, but I had this vision of the kitchen and I had a vision of a backyard with a beautiful view. And I could feel myself there. Okay. And me feeling myself in that space was what brought me the clarity. Okay. So that's what I mean when I say clarity. You don't have to have all the information. And one thing I invite you to do is if you do have a super clear vision and a lot of details, maybe even offer up, may it be this or something better. Okay. And so you have your clarity about where you're going, what you desire, what you're creating. So this applies to every aspect of your life, your career, your finances, your health, your relationships, where you're living, like your whole lifestyle. And so having that clarity and specifically around how you will feel when you have achieved that thing. The next aspect is alignment. So this is where the practice comes in. This is where the practice comes in because it's absolutely necessary that you align your energy and your frequency and your vibration to attract that thing, to attract that thing. And so it's all about releasing the how, letting go of the old stories and the excuses, and aligning, elevating your state of consciousness and aligning yourself, aligning your energy to the energy of what you're calling in and what you're creating. Okay. So let's take money, for example. So let's say you are manifesting $1 million, right? And you've never made $1 million before, but you're manifesting $1 million. So you may be at an energetic frequency or vibration that is attracting a certain amount of money. And you may find that you're kind of like hitting a cap, like there's this upper limit that you're struggling to go beyond, right? And so what you get to do is one, there's some mindset work that goes into this, but ultimately it's aligning your energy to bust through that upper limit and align yourself with someone who is a millionaire. Who would you be if you were a millionaire? And raising your level of vibrational energy, raising your state of consciousness to that level. So aligning yourself with what it is that you're calling in. And we do that through practice. We do that through practice. We do that through mindset work. We do that through imaginal acts. We do that through journaling. We do that through other manifestation techniques and principles. And one of the best ways we can do that is through breath work, through breath work. That is one of my key tools to really embody the state of the wish fulfilled, which is what we want to be in as often as we possibly can be. And that is creating that alignment to your desire when we embody the state of wish fulfillment, when we are living in the end, when we are living in a state as if our desire has been fulfilled. That is aligning our energetic frequency. And so breathwork helps us get into that state and it helps us really embody and feel the feelings of having it right now. And so that is one of the key pieces to consciously manifesting and consciously creating. So with breathwork, we're able to get clarity on what it is that we want because we get out of our head and that overthinking analytical mind and drop into the body and into the heart and can really tap into our intuition and our feeling and get really clear on what it is that we do want, what we feel called to create in our life, and then also bring us energetically into alignment with that thing. So breathwork really taps into the subconscious. And that's what we want to do when we are doing these manifestation practices is drop out of the conscious, not totally out of it, but get less in the conscious, more in the unconscious or the subconscious, where we can start to reprogram patterns and beliefs that aren't supporting us and maybe holding us back and align ourselves with our next level, with what we are creating in our life. So alignment and clarity are key elements, and breathwork is a tool that's going to help you with both. And when you've got both, then your ability to consciously manifest grows exponentially and things can start to happen quicker and quicker for you. So if you found this helpful, I'd love to hear what landed for you and what you heard me say in the comments below. And then if you want to dive deeper into this practice, then click the link in the description and join my 30-day manifestation challenge, where we go into a number of different manifestation techniques and principles, breath work, and other practices that are going to support you on your journey. All right, until next time, bye.